welcome to the False9 podcast again. Welcome to the new week of disappointment again.
Yes,
I don't know when will this
welcome.
end. Abhi to it is funny. It is purely funny.
फनी तो अब मतलब आई डोंट नो क्या फनी है क्या
After
नहीं है.
after that Carabao Cup result,
Hmm.
I was quite surprised that we played very well, and I was pretty
Yeah,
much confident about the weekend. But again, reality hits
that
back
sums up Manchester
immediately.
United. मतलब
Yeah,
they
this
give you hope.
season.
हाँ, they give you hope just to disappoint you again. तो अब मतलब आई थिंक ये समझ लेना चाहिए कि अगर हम लोग अच्छा खेल रहे हैं तो ज्यादा खुश होने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है. क्योंकि एक ही सेम ऑपोजिशन, सेम स्टेडियम, just two different fixtures, right?
Yeah, and
Literally
few
in the same
players here
week.
and there. Few players here and
हाँ,
there.
मतलब that was the margin of 3-0 win से लेके 1-0 loss. Which I mean, like you couldn't do anything about the goal, of course, but
True, true.
we were just kind of not doing anything else on the pitch, I guess.
But
I
even after that goal, I couldn't trust the players that I was very sure after the 70th minute that we are going to lose
hmm.
this match. Very
या
much.
मतलब लास्ट सीजन होता तो होप रहता कि
Hmm.
जो अभी 1-0 है तो बॉस मार तो देंगे, अब गोल तो होना ही है, वो कब होगा वो पता चलेगा. बट ये सीजन वो फीलिंग नहीं आ रही है. तो अब आई मीन आई एम नॉट एग्जैक्टली श्योर के चल ठीक है, इंजरी क्राइसिस है, बट देयर आर अ लॉट ऑफ प्लेयर्स विथ inconsistencies in their performance. Casemiro, Bruno, रैशफोर्ड भी ने
Rashford,
खेलना छोड़ दिया है. तो वो पता नहीं क्या होगा उसका.
his purple
वो
patch
ही
is
needs to
gone
be.
now.
Yeah, and I think high time now he also needs to be dropped. I mean, I think, and also feel, you know what? Sometimes it's not about dropping you to punish you. Sometimes it is also about dropping you to protect you. I think Rashford के
Also
साथ
for
वो
the
करना
better
चाहिए.
better for the whole team and
Yeah,
player um, shouldn't feel कि मेरे बिना कुछ भी नहीं होगा. That is, you are not above your club.
हाँ,
Results matter before you. So वो
yeah, for sure.
तेरी वजह से आए या तेरे बिना आए, those matter.
बट पता है मेरे को एक चीज लग रहा है, सिंस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट रैशफोर्ड आल्सो. आई मीन आई डोंट वांट टू overthink or like kind of start uh, and start some kind of an agenda which is really not there.
Mm-hmm.
But बीच में पता नहीं एक मैंने फोटो देखा था. आई कांट वैलिडेट द ऑथेंटिसिटी ऑफ इट, बट मैंने बीच में देखा था where he is like um, he was having a limo with a very like you know uh, good posh interior, right?
Yeah.
फिर
I've just after
वो
this accident with
हाँ
the
हाँ, एंड ये भी
old car.
एक्सीडेंट हुआ. मतलब आई मीन लाइक आई डोंट होल्ड दैट अगेंस्ट हिम, ऑफ कोर्स. ऐसा नहीं है कि बॉस तू ऐसे लाइफ नहीं जी सकता, बट कमिंग when comparing him with comparing him to the background that he had earlier, or at least that with the kind of image that was there portrayed about him in the media before it, कि भाई वो बंदा एकदम simple type का है, and वो the मतलब he comes from one of the families that was like kind of struggling and he's doing this and that. तो वो थोड़ा, I mean, is it also because some things are now getting into his head where he's like stopped
That
focusing
we will
much.
never know. But
हाँ,
after
तो that,
signing that bumper contract, his form has fallen down very,
yeah,
and it is very much visible. I mean,
yeah, it
I
has.
I feel I feel Ten Hag is also kind of responsible I'm not
Yeah.
saying he is the only person to be blamed, but I'm saying as a
Mm-hmm.
manager, you are responsible. What are the things happening on the pitch? Now, it is not his fault that players are not finishing and players are not scoring the goals. But honestly speaking, as a United fan, we have to accept that um, Eric Ten Hag, बेचारे के पास he does not have any backup
वो है.
proven goal
And I
scorer
think,
apart from Rashford. So last season it was all Bruno Rashford goal counter attack, Bruno
mm,
Rashford goal counter attack, Eriksen
yeah.
Rashford goal counter attack. It was all counter attack. They were playing transitional football. As a first year of new coach, I can understand. I wanted to see some significant Ten Hag ball
Mm,
improvement. At least till now, we are seven games into the season,
yeah, 7 games.
and we have lost four of them. I agree
Yeah.
that there are injuries, and the list keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. हर दिन कुछ नया मुश्किल आ रहा है. I get that as a coach, but I'm saying you would see some patterns, you would see something, and if still things are not happening, then वो काम कोच का है, जो कि I'm not saying we should sack him. Absolutely not.
नहीं नहीं,
That will be
sacking
the
तो.
biggest,
Yeah.
dumbest move. That, but that would be the most United move. But I hope ये
I
नहीं
know, but
होगा.
I think, यार
नहीं होगा. I
मैं
don't think so. ये होगा.
नहीं होगा. And I think even Glazers wouldn't want that to happen, because see, पहला चीज
Fuck
तो
them, dude. I
ये
don't
है.
know about Glazers.
नहीं,
But
I mean, see.
this team. Sorry to interrupt.
Hmm,
This
हाँ.
team is nearly Ten Hag team. Apart, see, he has got Onana, Luke Shaw तो चल छोड़ already था.
Hmm.
Rafael already था. Lisandro
नहीं,
Martinez
वो
is his
बना
player.
रहा है.
Lisandro
Half of.
Martinez is his player.
हाँ.
Mount is his player. Casemiro is
हाँ.
his player. Hoyland is his player. Four. But
Hmm.
Mount is his signing. Eriksen is his signing.
Hmm.
This is why we should have a director of football, in my opinion. Ten Hag is only buying the players who he has worked with in the past. And I think he is not immune to criticism, yaar. I mean, as
No, no,
United fans, I
immune to
understand we
criticism.
get very upset if someone is
Hmm.
saying Ten Hag is shit, blah blah blah. And I get that. Even I will feel the same. But I'm saying some things are not uh, right from his side as well. Sometimes his
Hmm.
substitution, sometimes his tactic.
But
I do not understand.
substitution इस बार उसने better किया versus the last
No,
Premier
I'm
League
saying the
game.
overall
I'm just
pattern,
saying,
dude.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
7 games
See,
into a
overall,
season,
अब देख,
we have
मैं
lost
अच्छा चल ठीक है.
four
I
four league games. This is the worst start in last 34 years in our Premier League era. And
वैसे रिकॉर्ड्स बन रहे
I
हैं ये आजकल तो, मतलब कुछ ना कुछ तो 7
ऐसे
लेग हो
ही
गया.
रिकॉर्ड बन रहे हैं. बाकी कुछ बचा ही नहीं है रिकॉर्ड के लिए. But
मतलब आई
yeah,
थिंक
after that world class goal from Crystal Palace, we look like a team that will never score a goal. We just couldn't
देख,
finish.
आई
Plus,
विल.
that goalkeeper is having a great game, and imagine my shock, an opposition goalkeeper playing a world class game on
या
his
या
day
ही
at Old
प्लेड
Trafford.
अ गुड.
ये तो स्क्रिप्ट है, हमेशा का है.
मतलब देख, सो आई टेल यू माय असेसमेंट. देख, मैं कैराबाओ कप के बारे में इतना बात नहीं करूंगा. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इज बिकॉज एक तो पहला गेम था कैराबाओ कप का फॉर
And we
अस.
are
इट
the
वाज अ
Real Madrid of
कंफर्टेबल विन.
Carabao Cup.
हाँ, मतलब इट वाज अ कंफर्टेबल विन. देयर वाज नथिंग मच टू डिस्कस. वो हो गया, ठीक है. मेन फोकस विल बी ऑन द प्रीमियर लीग. कमिंग बैक टू एरिक टेन हाग, पहला चीज तो जैसे आई थिंक पहले भी हमने डिस्कस किया था इन अ प्रीवियस एपिसोड, आई गेस, कि टेन हाग फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल शुड स्टे. I personally
Absolute.
would not give him anything less than 3 to 4 years, right?
True.
I wanted even Ole to get 3 to 4 years, but itna bada dip ho gaya, and Ole Also, by the way, if you would have gone through his interview, which he gave recently as well, ठीक है, Ole के list of targets में you had really good players,
Absolutely.
including Haaland.
But then
So it
who is
was
responsible for not
exactly
giving him those players?
वो तो चल ठीक है वो I mean that all that is again like everything eventually boils down to Glazers. अब वो लोगों को
Exactly.
लगे भाई कि ये बार बार Glazers बोल रहे हैं भाई सच ही है वो और there is the way United are run right now there is nobody else where the blame can eventually go to. So anyway वो तो चल वो एक हो गया वो ओले वाला पार्ट बट आई एम सेइंग कि टेन हैग का ये सीन है कि देख उसको 3 to 4 years तो मैं डेफिनेटली दूंगा ये बीच में हिकअप होगा आई डोंट माइंड दिस सीजन वेयर we are struggling. This is the time where we should struggle because our team is not complete, especially given that the manager is not given that much the manager has so many restrictions when it comes to
Plus injuries.
transfer market that is there. Plus the manager has got injury problem which is there. Plus the manager has to deal with off pitch stuff, including one for Sancho, for Mason Greenwood, and then अभी Anthony वाला case. तो यार आई वुड से कि अगर तेरे पास लिमिटेड पूल ऑफ टैलेंट है अब तू उसको आधा कर रहा है तो फिर तेरे ट्रांसफर्स के भी कोई पॉइंट नहीं हुए ना एक तरीके से लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल योर पॉइंट ऑफ getting into the transfer market is a to build the first 11 squad that you need, secondly also to fill up the squad in such a way where you have good substitutes to them.
Good
Ten Hag
bench,
is not
good
able
depth.
to good depth. So Ten Hag
We
is
have
not able
Johnny
to
Evans.
both of them. तो वही मैं बता रहा हूँ ना कि Ten Hag does not Ten Hag is actually not getting that support. So हाँ टैक्टिकल कुछ है तो उसके ऊपर मैं बोलूंगा जैसे लास्ट टाइम हमने बात की थी कि इट वाज लाइक व्हाई व्हाट वाज द नीड ऑफ ब्रिंगिंग ऑन अ प्लेयर लाइक Garnacho right after the 80th minute 85th minute जबकि उसको पहले लाना चाहिए था चलो इस बार उसने सब्स्टिट्यूशंस टाइम पे उसने किए एंड genuinely it was one of those games where I think ये वाले में भी मैं बोलूंगा कि it was एक तो a freak goal world class goal that also I think came from a Crystal Palace defender I think वो डिफेंडर था शायद से आई एम नॉट एग्जैक्टली श्योर बट ठीक है बट Onana couldn't do anything about it. I think we did stat wise also we dominated the possession, we did everything else, we were creating chances. We all know and we've discussed about it that we are shit in front of the goal and we did have a few good attempts where the goalkeeper of the opposition अपना वो क्या सैम जॉनस्टोन था ना वो अपना पुराना
अपना ही गोलकीपर है वो
हाँ वही तो he pulled off really good saves. Okay तो चल ठीक है वो मतलब nothing was going correct in that game for us. So
True.
I will say this ke chal it was one of those days but it's now worrying that we have lost 4 out of our first 7 games तो कुछ तो अब करना पड़ेगा. Secondly, the players need to step up. जैसे Rashford can't be if Rashford can't be playing like this. अगर वो नहीं खेल पा रहा है तो उसको एटलीस्ट प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए उसको तुम ड्रॉप कर दो. Secondly, Bruno has to again become more consistent. Casemiro scores against Bayern Munich, but he cannot score against Crystal Palace. वो हेडर उसका एक अच्छा था but चलो ठीक है मतलब वो तो but even otherwise the passing is not that great. Pelestri was not
The
doing
basics
well.
are not right here. The
Basics are
basics
exactly
are not
basics are
right.
not in their place and वही frustrating part है ना कि तू कुछ भी कर ले तू पास ही नहीं कर रहा तो तू क्या करेगा यार.
Anyway,
ठीक
let's
है
hope United will win and some
let's
positive things to talk about in the next
हाँ भाई
episode.
मतलब
Chalo.
yeah I hope to.
Yes.
Okay
See you soon.
चलो see you bye bye.
Bye bye.